Alright, welcome everyone to another Car Mechanic Simulator stream. Hope everyone had a good Halloween yesterday. What we're going to be doing today, as it says in the description, oh look, pumpkins, is we are going to be taking this one and 5 other ones to the drag strip today. All the ones so far that we've built in the truck SUV series. This one's missing its wheels because I went and ordered a set of slicks for it and I got to change the wheels over. So we'll get that done right now while we're thinking of it. It would be these ones. And then after we're done, to accumulate some profit, we'll say, for the next builds, we're going to be selling them all. Now, I don't really need to keep any of these because I've already built all these before and I still have my original builds, so. Alright, last tire to separate. And now we're going to put them all together. Uh-oh. That might be a little thick on the sidewall there. Maybe we'll do one as a test fit first, see how it fits. See, I ain't really got to worry too much about turning. Okay, I'm just looking at it from this angle. Looks like there's lots of room. Well, not lots of room, but there's enough. Good, good, good. We've got 2 more to do after this. There's the Tweety Bird truck over there. And then I got 3 other ones out front, so. And we're gonna go in order. I will have to get the Sport SVR, the Land Rover there, out of storage. That's in my parking right now. Because I only got space for 5 spots, so it kind of sucks. I thought we were supposed to get more parking spaces for this, but that didn't happen. We got a whole big ass lot that we could fill, but all right, we're good. Good. All right, let's do the front one now. Ooh, that's gonna be a tight fit. Ooh, that's a tight fit. All right. Good. Now the last tire. Perfect. Now they're all slicks. This one. This one. Well, the 4-wheel drive ones have it on all 4 tires, see? The 2-wheel drive has it only on the rear, but the rest of them all have it on there. Okay, so, first things first. Hop in the old F-150. And let's drive ourselves to the drag strip. We're going to hold that thought off here for a minute, because I got to run all the... I don't know why I got to run this on the dyno. Hasn't this thing had slicks on since day 1? I thought it has. So I'll make sure everything's all lined out in here still. You know what I think we're going to do? We're going to try something here. I'm going to put a 2-speed power glide in it. That's what I'm thinking we are going to do. Drop this one down to, I don't know, 140. 142 looks good for me. This one right here, we'll run it around 70. 70-ish. And we're going to raise this up to 488. And we're going to drop this one back down to 70. Perfect. Perfect. That's all thing. Perfecto. Beautiful. Alright, let's run around the dyno. Holy smokes, look at that off the charts. 811 horsepower, 738 pound-feet. I think that went up. Maybe not. But it is up over 100% increase on horsepower and torque. It's pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's move this back over to car lift, or garage entrance C. Good. Hop on in here. Now we're going to go to the strip. So how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Alright, we're jumping straight into it. King of the Sand. Class A, $1,000. Okay, well, we're not dealing with too bad of cars. I mean, they are all comparably beatable. What's the tuning on this one? Oh, well, he ain't got no tuning, so he's running about 460, 470 horse, so we're basically doubled what he is. So we should be able to beat him. Keyword is we should be able to. No guarantees here, but alright. Our turn. We're up. Ooh. Nice yeller. I think I might have screwed something up here. Huh. Well, that sucks. Well, we may as well try to make some kind of money off of this, right? Alright, well, this guy right here seems to be, these cars right here seem to be doing pretty good, so we'll choose him. And then we'll choose, we're actually going to choose this one, because this one's actually really a lighter car. Wait, what is the, they're both on slicks, okay. Ooh, this one. Well, out the gate, that supercharged V8 is faster than the other supercharged V8. Well, it's got more horsepower, I should say. Why is that lower? You know, no, that car's built and designed to run. So, and then this one, gotta go with the guy that beat us, man. Alright, let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Jaguar on Jaguar. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say this one. And gotta go with the old Arizona kid here. See if we can't make some money back. Ooh, 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 I was way off on that one. Alright, so far we've won 600. Hopefully we can do this one and cover up some of our lost entry fee here. Ooh, let's hope we get this one. Yeah, alright. We made 3,200 bucks. It would cost us $1,000 to enter, so you know we're up $2,200. It's the way to do it, man. Yep. Alright. We are going to give that Ford F-150 another shot. I may have screwed up with the gearing myself, so at the end of it, we'll give that one another shot. Just right now, I want to get the other ones out done. Now, the other ones I haven't messed with at all, So, well, except for the Grand Olsen, that thing right there. Alright, now we're going to swap this one with the Earthquake. Run this one to the dyno because it's going to tell us we have to because we changed the tires on it. Make sure everything's all set up here, 390. Yeah, okay, that could, well, should we bump this up actually? Nah, we'll keep that where it is. That's at 16%, okay. I think this one's like 500 and something horsepower if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it was anyway. But every time you put slicks on it, you have to run it on the dyno. If not, they'll dyno it for you. And let's just say I've been screwed around like that in the past. So, alright. Head down here to the drag strip, pick a car, and we are going for the Land Rover Discovery, which will be the next one on the list. Good, let's drive it there. Alright, here we are at the strip. I should do a practice warm-up with it, just so I can get familiarized with the gears, but you know, no point. I mean, there is a point, but yeah, no, we'll stick with Class B. It's only $100 entry fee. Ooh, look at that, we're first pair down. Alright. So if we lose first round, we have to bet to make... No, we're going to do that one again. Yeah, we're going to do that one again. Alright, now we're down 1,600. We're second pair down this time. Alright. I don't know why I red lit. It's been a while since I've actually red lit. Maybe I'm a little anxious, a little excited. Yeah, it went faster in the 8 than the Ford did. Went a little bit quicker too. But, you know, car's probably also a supercharged muscle car as well. We'll figure that one out right now. What it is and what it isn't, because we're going to bet. Alright. Yeah, so it's the V8 supercharged. Huh. Well, considering the weight factor, and this is an actual drag race edition car, I think we're going to choose this one. We've got the Porsche 911 Turbo with the Audi R8. Gotta go with my man in the R8. Ooh, this is a tough one. Now, most people probably go, oh, go with the Bolt Reptilia R6, but man, them electric cars, they're pretty sporty. I hate to admit it, but they are pretty sporty. I've been beat by a few of them in this. But I am going to go with the old C8 Vet, or mid-engine rear-wheel drive. Alright, now we get to see how well this car does. The Storm V8 dual overhead cam supercharged motor. But he ain't got no tuning, so it's going to be a close one. Alright, let's see how well I bet. Okay. No. Yep. Alright, we've already just made our money back. 369. Somebody didn't know how to do math here, because that's only 900. So I should have bet on the Porsche. Oh well. But they didn't give me a time slip for these cars. Alright, let's see. Now we're going to go with our guy here in the C8 again. Ooh, yeah. Alright, we got Corvette on Corvette crime. Woohoo. Except for this one now. I'm still going to save my guy here, because this is only 600 plus a 1.25% tuning, and they only got race tires. They don't actually have slicks. Actually, no, we're going to go with our guy here in the C8, because there's a chance that old school that's going to spin. So we're going to go with our guy here. Ooh, look at that, 5,800 bucks. We made 5 grand. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. So far, the Land Rover Discovery is faster than the F-150 there. That could also be my driving though too. I'm not sure, but I did screw around with the gears before we started, so. All right, let's put you back to garage entrance C. Now we shouldn't have to. Excuse me. We shouldn't have to dyno this one, because I believe this truck was done with these wheels on it to begin with. So let's hope. You know what, we're just going to pay for the automatic measurements. We made our little bit of money back there. Not as much as if we win the event, but you know, it is what it is. I thought the truck was a C. Well, that sucks. Oh great, I get to race a Ford GT40. Nice. Ford on Ford crime. Now, honestly, I'm not expecting to win any of these championships, because I'm dealing with trucks and SUVs. I'm not dealing with sports cars. It was close. It was close. And so far, the Land Rover Discovery is still the faster one out of the 3. Huh, that sucks. I mean, he didn't really do much faster 0 to 60 time than I did. 0 to 30 is a little bit quicker than me, but 0 to 60, we were pretty dang close. Alright, let's see. Ooh, well, we'll go with our man here in the Hellcat wide body. We'll go with the Aston Martin DBX. This one's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass. This time we're going to go with our Hellcat brother. And we're going to go with the SLR for this one. And the reason why I say the SLR is because that GT40 just barely beat us. So. Huh. Wow, I didn't know how to pick them that time. Now I'm screwed, because now the ones I didn't pick are the winners, and oh dear. I guess right lane must be boss today or something, or what? Alright, well, we'll go with the GT40. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, we have a chance to make our money back. Actually, I think we already did. I think we're right on the money now, 800. Let's see, 0%, 0%. Tough choice. Trying to think if there's any advantage here. I gotta go with my man right here in the Tempest Magnum, old school. Ooh, and I would have lost. Total pay was $1,000. Okay, So far, the Land Rover Discovery is still the quicker one. It is the truth. So when we get back to the shop, we're going to sell the Ford, and we're going to sell the Land Rover. Alright, you, my friend, are gone. It's been a pleasure. Bada bing, bada boom, we're back up over $1 million. You, my friend, are gone. It's been a pleasure. Alright, look at that, 205,000 simoleons. Now, number 3, number 4 is right here. This one right here should do pretty good. I mean, it does have almost 1,000 horsepower. But this time, I think we're going to dyno it ourselves. It's just like they said, they bumped me up into a class where I should never have been in. We're going to move this up to 430. It's that first gear that gets me every time. Alright. Get a little bit quicker out of the hole, maybe. Yep, 959, 898. But now we're in Class A, so that should be eventful. Actually, before we begin, we're going to go into parking and we're going to bring up our Range Rover Sport. Good. That's here now. Alright, now we're going to head to the drag strip. She's got a Hemi in her, man. She's got 392 Hemi, man. Board and stroke, man. This thing makes almost 1,000 horsepower, man. Shit. Personally, this car should be on a quarter mile, not eighth mile. Screwing myself on this one. Alright, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pair down. There should be a little bit of rubber on the truck. Even though I don't even think these guys do a burnout, but whatever. Oh yeah. Hey, we managed to shift it into 4th at the line. Ooh, look at that. So far, the quickest one out of them all that we've built is the 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT 8. It just ran a 705 at 103 mile an hour in the 8th. Not bad. Not bad. It's a full second over all the other vehicles. Alright, let's see. What's this one? Ooh, that's some no name on no name crime. Sorry guys, I gotta go with my man here. I think I'm gonna go with this guy. I can't bet on me, which sucks. I would, but I can't. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna go with this one. And let's see if we did any good. Oh, good sign, good sign. Look at that. We're 2 out of 4 so far. Ooh. Ooh, we were on a 6.9 at 104. Woohoo! She's getting faster. She's getting faster. Ooh, look at that. 4 out of 4. Nice. That's the kind of stats I'm talking about. Ooh, this one. I don't know. You know, we're going to go with the SCEO LX 550. That's what we're going to go with. Oh, look at that. 500 bucks more, Richard. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This should be a good race. Especially if that's a Blaze. They are fast and they are light. Or not. Alright, so we were basically around the same number again, 690 at 104 mile an hour. So now we're starting to get consistent. Now we're starting to understand where the shift points are, and 0 to 30 in a second, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. That's pretty quick for a Jeep. 60 to 100 in 3.7 seconds. So 0 to 100 in like 6.4 seconds. In my opinion, that ain't too bad. All right, now let's see what we got in our hands here. We got a we're 103% tuning. They're only 29.3% tuned, but yet they got a lot more drag points performance. I guess I can't remember what that is, but anyway, let's see if we can actually win our first event of the day. Oh wait, wrong way, this way. Hell yeah. We won. We won. With a 692 at 104 mile an hour. Nice. It's pretty consistent on the 0 to 30, 0 to 60, and 60 to 100 times. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, so we won $14,000. Nice. Doesn't pay for the motor in the Jeep, but still, you know, it's nice. So far the Jeep is the champion. He is the fastest. Oh. Alright, next one on the list is the... What one is next on the list? You're number 4. Ah, yes. You are next, right here. This one I may have screwed it up. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Alright. To drag strip, we go. But look at that. Look at that drag points. 814. Whew. But it's almost 1200 horsepower this bad boy is, so. She should put down some damage, but now we're going to be racing against supercars and stuff. That's the problem. See what I mean? Now we're racing against supercars. And the first car out the list, let's see, we are pair 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are pair 7, and we got to go against the Salem Spectre SR. Seems left. Oh, no, no. Left lane has got more victories on it, though. That's good for us, because we're on the left. By a long shot, the Bullhorn Grand Mojave is taking the lead in the tournament. I short shifted it. That was all me. I'm not supposed to shift this out of first until 70. But that's okay. It's actually quicker than the Jeep was. Now how the hell is the 0 to 60 slower than the... it must... As she gets down track, she must be picking up steam. Or that could have been my screw up on the shift points. Alright, let's see. We're going to go with my man here. The Edgewood Hellcat. And then we are going to go with my man here with the Koenigsegg. And we're going to go again with my man with the Edgewood Hellcat, because those cars are just as light as those Arezzo Cortonas. So, oh, I was wrong on that one. That's okay. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I forgot to check and see what tuning specs this guy was running. Oh, I screwed that one up. Why is it at 60? It was supposed to be at 70. But regardless, this is top dog right now. Alright, I'm gonna have to go with my man here in the Edgewood Hellcat. And then I'm gonna have to go with my guy here in the Cortona. How well do we do? Oh, we got, 500 at least. Alright, we'll go with this guy. That's okay, we still made 2,900 bucks. We spent 1,000, so we made 1,900 bucks, so it's not bad. And now we got the last vehicle, which is another 11,000 plus horsepower vehicle. The Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. That is the next one. This is the one we built in yesterday's episode. What's the weight on this one? 5,100 pounds. What's the weight on this one? Wait, what's the weight on this one? 41. So this is 1,000 pounds heavier. What's the power? 1173. 1430. Oh boy. Oh boy. But it's all 1,000 foot-pounds of torque too, so, I mean, 999. Couldn't give me that extra pound, that foot-pound, right? Of course, they stick us in Class A. Well, at least it's not all high-end supercars this time around. We are 1, 2, 3, 4th pair down. And, according to the pattern, right lane's supposed to win this one. Yeah, bam! This little thing boogies. And I believe that this is actually the quicker time. I didn't write them down or nothing this time around. Huh. I mean, we just beat a Pagani supercar with a full interior, full everything, SUV. I'm kind of proud of myself right now. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? 44, 45. Now we're going to go with my man here in the BMW. That's me. I'm going to go again with my man in BMW because it's got better tuning, which means he spent more time with it, in my opinion. That's my honest opinion. And we're going to go with the supercharged, no-name Mustang. How well did I choose him? Yep. That's a good sign. Good, 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 good. You going down, Tweety Bird? there's the numbers. It's nothing to be too bragging, jumping up and down for, but hey, we got to cross the stripe first. That's all that matters, I guess. I'm guessing that's all that matters. Alright, next round. We won that one. Alright. I mean, the tuning numbers speak for themselves. My SUV versus his BMW. In theory, I should walk all over him. But stranger things have happened. And we're going to come down here. And I've personally beat one of these and one of those, so we'll go with that. Reverse pair down. We have at least 2 vehicles that are champions. I didn't know it went all the way down there. We didn't get to the high end, top end, but damn. I didn't realize we were able to rev it up to 8 grand. Shit, I've been doing that through all the other ones. Except for now I'm going to bounce it off the rev limiter and lose the next race. Man, he had me out mile an hour. Woo. He had me off the line too. He basically had, well, he had me beat on the 60 to 100 time. Ooh, alright, look at that, we're making money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Alright, let's see, what is this? 109.8% tuning to a 48.84. He's got a drag rating of 683. I've got one of 679. I'm a standard, he's a GTO. He's got a V12, naturally aspirated. I've got a V8 AJ133 Land Rover motor, and I believe it's supercharged. So, we got that going for us. I'm surprised it doesn't say supercharged, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, let's kick his ass. Oh, they were going to bounce off the rev limiter, didn't I? I lost mile an hour because this thing was running 113. But regardless, we are victorious. The Jeep is still faster. I think the Jeep runs 6.3 or 6.4 at 100 and... I think there's 120 something mile an hour, I think. I can't remember. But so far, the Jeep is still the quickest. Not bad, we made $12,850 minus our $1,000 entry fee. You know, we made $11,850. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, back to the shop. Because I'm going to mess around with this Ford F-150 just a little bit more. Because I screwed something up there. I don't know what the hell I screwed up, but I screwed something up. I screwed something up on, where is it? It's inside the shop here. But, this is my fastest. Right there. This one went the highest mile an hour. Good little vehicle, but she is gone. We won with this one so far. It's good to know for the next challenge. But, nonetheless, say goodbye. We also won with this one. I like this one. It's a nice looking Jeep. But, just like all the others, it's time to say goodbye. Look at that. We've already made it. We're sitting at 1.8 million. Now this one. No, I need to mess around with this one just a little bit more because something's not right. It bogged down way too much at first. Yes, I know I stuck in a 2-speed power glide. That shouldn't have made a difference. Alright, let's put it up to a 4-speed. We'll raise this up to a 50. We'll raise this one to 100. actually. We're going to do 75. Because it ain't going to go faster than... And this one right here we can raise to 100. And then this one we will raise to 125. I mean, if it maxes out at 125, it means we did something right. You know what I mean? Alright, we got that set up. Now she's got a 4-speed in it. It's got a 4L80 in it. Alright, let's rerun it on... I knew something was going to be right because I had a 4-speed, or 2-speed, and it's running through 3rd gear. So it's 1st to 2nd, 2nd to 3rd. And now we get on it. It definitely sounds like it's bogging down though. Still the same numbers. Huh. Look to make sure we didn't put nothing out of the ordinary on for regular parts, but no, it doesn't seem to be. Seems like it's all... Now this truck would be amazing with a supercharger on it. Alright, let's rerun this one again. I said I was going to give him a fair shake. And now we got 50, 75, 100, and 125. That's our shift speed. Doesn't help either. We're in Class A with all these high-end cars. Well, higher-ish end. Alright. We're 6 pair down. Seems left lane is king for winning today. Sun must be on it in the right angle. Is it too low as a... It's that first gear is blah. Is it blah? At least it went a little bit quicker though, you know. A lot better than the 88 it originally went. I'm confused right now. I'm confuzzled. Don't let me down, M8. Oh. Gotta go with my man in the Reptilia, man. Gotta go with my man. Oh. Oh. I know these cars are fast. I don't want a few. Still do want a few. But this one, the car's got weight on it. Or like weight advantage. Alright. Do me proud, R2. R2D2. Oh. Huh. Well, at least we got two GM products going to the next round. We've already made it run you back. We're going to go with our man here again. And then we're going to go with, once again, our man. Gotta go with him, man. Do me proud. But she didn't. So we made 200 bucks out of that. But I don't know what it is. We're gonna have. I can't get rid of this Ford yet. I need to make it at least make a clean pass, like where it's not bleh, right off the line. So, it's not fair to the vehicle. I'm not giving it the fair shake. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm doing different here. Maybe drop this down some, maybe. Drop down to 456. I really don't know. But now instead of us going racing, we're just going to go test and tune there until I can get this thing sorted out. I don't know what the deal is. I think it sucks I'm not able to tune it at the track. I gotta go back to the shop every single time. That becomes a pain in the butt. It seemed like it was a little bit not as... I mean, it's still bleh, once it bit. It's like it didn't have enough takeoff speed. Let's run this down to a 390. That's a big drop, but... Actually, no, 410. 411s? 410? Oh, we'll go 411s. At least it doesn't put me all the way back at the garage area where I gotta bring the truck over to the dyno. Alright. It got worse. Yeah, it did. Mile an hour picked up though. That's good. But I don't know what to do with this one. I really do not know. Maybe it's just a crappy truck. I don't know. I'm baffled right now. I can count on one hand how many times I've had a vehicle bogged down in the beginning. It's because it's either been too low of a gear or too high of a gear. But this one, it's just being stubborn as hell. Unless I gotta run a regular, just plain old Jane street tire on the front, run a slick on the rear. That then it actually allows it to transfer because it'll grab on the rear. But that's... I'm just thinking of different combinations I could do to try to get this thing to work better. 'Cause it's not fair for it, man. It really isn't. Not unless it just sucks. But I think what we're going to do... We're going to take this to the junkyard anyway. See if we can't find the last missing few pieces to finish the series. I mean, I still got... Currently, right now, as it stands, I still got about just a little under 20 vehicles to do. Actually, I think I got like 17 vehicles to do still, so... It's not as if I... Excuse me. It's not as if I don't have any. Alright, I gotta find my list here. Make sure I don't rebuy things 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 100 times, you know, like I've been doing lately. Bear with me here. I think. Beautiful. Alright, so what are we missing? To complete the series, I need a caster avalanche, which I thought I bought one, but I guess I didn't. I need a Jeep Willys Military, an Olsen Grand Club. We just raced one. It was two-wheel drive, the Storm edition. I need the standard, And I also need the Bolt Atlanta Trespasser. Normally those cars are in here. Wherever, you know, you just drop a hat and you find one. But because I'm looking for them, they're not probably going to be in here. Oh, look, a Nova. Oh yeah, it's that Nova. Oh look, a Sunrise. Dang, it's still got the heads on it. It might actually be a pretty damn good motor. But why is it in the junkyard? Yeah, it looked like it might have had some rear damage at one point, so the motor might actually still be good. Running around the junkyard today. Where are you? I know you're here. I can smell ya. Huh. It's not here. I don't know where it is. Kind of get a little hurt. Standard? Yep. I wish I could put a supercharged V8 in this car. This thing would frickin' fly down the track, man. Especially with it only being, what, 2,900 pounds? I mean, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Alright, well, what we're looking for is not here. Surprise, surprise, right? So, now that we've made a little bit of money off of selling those vehicles, which I still gotta figure out that F-150. It's boggling my mind. I mean, it really is. Why is it bogging down off the line? This thing. I don't know why. I mean, what's the weight on it? 5,500 pounds. I mean, the Land Rover was, what, 300 pounds, or 300 horsepower more. Well, 300 and somewhat. But it was 400 pounds lighter. I don't know. Let's go to the car auction. Drown my sorrows in bad purchases. No. I know where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the salon. We're going to the salon. We're going to get beautified. Oh. 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 Me likey. Ooh, so you got a slick on the rear too. Yeah, the beauty of these cars, 0 miles. See what I mean? The DR Blaze is only 2,500 pounds. Well, 26, we'll round it up. This is one of the lighter cars on here. What's this one? Huh. Here's a $400,000 car. $439,125. But this ultimately is the highest horsepower car in the entire game right here. The next step down is the Hinata Moon MK1, the special OT edition. Or special edition OT or something. That one's like 1,600. But no, this one right here is the twin turbo. As you can, well, you can't really see it. But, let's pop the back here. See if you can't see it. You're right. No, it's supercharged. One of these motors is turboed. I just don't remember which one it is for this car. And that one cranks out like 2,200 horsepower. And this one does what? 1,014? Yeah. They're little powerhouses, man. Yeah, little powerhouses. Now, what's this one here gonna be cost me? 103,000. 103,000. And I still gotta put a new motor in it. What about this Sunrise? Not bad, root beer brown, or the root beer color. What are you worth? 80 grand. In today's market, that's actually not bad for a brand new car with 0 mileage. right there. See, 0. And it does have an LS power in it. What do y'all think? Should we buy it? We can do another, see what each upgrade gives us for power. Minus the internals, because that would kind of defeat the challenge. That one right there would probably be the better one for that, but that's 23,000 more. No, I think we're gonna head back to the garage. We're actually gonna head to this car auction like I was originally planning, and we will figure out something. I just don't know what to do with this F-150 here. I really don't know. Maybe I just need to sell it. I don't think this is the Rex. No, it's not. Maybe it's the Rex is the better one. I don't know. Car auction. Here we go. See how badly I overspend on my money. I tend to do that lots. Oh, speaking of the Rex, there's one right there. But I don't need it. Do I need one of these? Yeah, I need one of these too. Sweet. What is with all the Land Rovers in yellow? Hey, this one's from Greece. Little 4-cylinder. She's a little 4-banger. It's mostly complete though. Yeah, it needs work. What's the value on it? Ooh, $25,000. Well, here goes nothing. I hate getting into a bidding war. But I'm not going over the price of what the car is worth, so. You little son of a bitch. Yeah, see. Purposely jacked up the price on them, see how they like it. Do it to me all the time, so I figured I'd return the favor to them. We need this one too. Look at, they're all in here today. And this one should be pretty cheap. Like, this one shouldn't, well. I wonder if it'll run. Give it a couple of shots of that fool. Anything in the tank? No. No oil. What's it worth? Yeah, alright. It's a little overpriced by about $5,000, but okay. Come on. I guess we got nostalgia crowd in here. You son of a bitch. Like I said, I've learned my lessons. So I see people just want to continually outbid me on everything. I mean, I got the money to, bid, but I'm not bidding stupidly on these vehicles. I've learned my lesson. Because also, too, the price that you pay in here also affects the price of the junkyard. You know what I mean? So, anything in here that we can use? Yeah, right here. Look at that. Ay. Ooh, it's a nice blue. What's the value on this? Yeah, okay, we're just going to stay here for that. We got a Wrangler. Alright. Back to the shop, and then I guess back to the junkyard. And then after that, we're going to build the next one, which is going to be Dodge Ram Yellow Sport, which was supposed to be number 6, but it's now number 7, because I had a request to do the Range Rover Sport SVR first, or in the next video, which was video number 5, so kind of bumped it around a little bit, so I went and remade the list, and yeah, so we fit that in. Alright, back to the junkyard. Now, the Dodge Ram Yellow Sport. What do I want to do with it? Austin Martin over there. Nothing. Ooh, it's a V12. Nice. Overpriced. $1,000 more than what it's worth. No bueno. Speaking of the yellow sport, there's one sitting right there. What's the irony, right? Huh. Well, I can always buy this one, and has it got all 4 wheels on it? Yeah, it does. I mean, it's complete, basically, minus the motor. Hell, it's even got the little bushings in the rear. Okay, well maybe we'll buy this one, cause I'm here. Be here, be there. You know what I mean? I'm here. I already have one at the shop, like in the parking. I don't need another one, but why bring one up if I ain't got to, right? Ooh, Ford Lincoln. You V6. Yeah, you are. This car needs to come in a V8. The Auto Tutto Labecchio. That needs to come in a V8. Are you standard? Alright, I'm gonna buy you, put you in car parking for a later video. Keep it cruising, keep on cruising. Nothing. Ooh, what is this? Alright, Caster Avalanche, we need this. $200 more than what it's worth. Yeah. Bring this to the garage. No. Where's my pen? My pen always tends to disappear off my table. Oh, there it is. Alright, I can put a check mark beside it. Let me know I have it. Good, good, good. That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to keep track of everything that I have and what I don't have. Although I got like 9-10 pages of vehicles right now that have to be built. That I haven't built yet. That I should, but I haven't. Alright. Now we have car SUV number 15. Good, good, good. I'm gonna buy that, but you know. Return to garage. Accept. So actually, I think what we're gonna do also right now is we're gonna bring out the next list of vehicles. I'm gonna keep one spot, one bay open, or one garage spot open. So that's going to be the Dodge Ram Yellow Sport, the Jeep Wrangler, the Salem 1500 XL, which is the old school Ford F100, the Bolt Ranger Police Edition, which I'm going to be decking that out like a police vehicle, and Ram 3500. I got one of them? I guess I do. Huh. What do you know? Over the next course of the week, we're going to have 2 Dodges up here. Cool. Alright. You, I'm just going to sell you. We'll work on you at a later date. Alright, we just made our money back plus. You, car parking. You, car wash. Alright, before we get too far advanced here. Alright, now I said we needed we got the Ram Yellow Sport. And now we need the Jeep Wrangler, which is right here. Purpley color. Or mauve. Actually, I think it's more purple. And now we need the Salem 1500. Where'd you go? Huh. I know I got one kicking around in here somewhere. I bolted one. Alright, somebody's playing around with me in here now. Yellow Sport Ranger. Super Junior. There it is. Yep, that's it. And we need Gramps' old truck. And then we need the Bolt Ranger Police Edition. I think it's this one. Yep. I think that's all we're going to bring up to the shop for now. Just because you never know when the customer's going to bring their vehicle by to get repaired or restored or, you know, it's extra money in the bank, you know what I mean? Alright. Bring you to car lift B. Alright. Now we're going to be running slicks on this truck right off the hop. Because this next group of vehicles doing the same test. It's going all over the drag strip. So let's yank off this wheel. And I should probably go to the one at the box side, which neither one of them have. Good show. Alright, what size wheels are supposed to be on this truck? 275, 55, 20. So if we were to go 50, we could do a 21. Now it's already a heavy vehicle to begin with, right? So let's do this one. 21, we're going to bring this out 20. Yeah. Let's see, what was it? 275. So you know what we'll do? A small tire for the truck. 21, 275. Actually, no, I think, well, yeah, we'll go 275. Yeah, we're going to do 55. Yeah. And we'll see how small it looks on the truck. If I were to put the right wheels on it, you know what I mean? Not bad. Oopsie, I screwed up. Yeah, I did. I screwed up big on that one, man. Shit. Let's try this one again. Take my time instead of rushing. It really does look like a small tire, doesn't it? Damn. It's the equivalent of a 2810.5, sort of. Not quite 28 inches tall, but, you know. I mean, that sits down near flush. Huh. That's actually perfect size for the truck itself. Lots of room behind. It's not, and you can see by this inner fender or inner wheel well here that it's not going to hit it at all. Now, what about the front? It should, it's basically the same size that's on the truck now. I just bumped up the wheel size by 1 inch. Damn, that fits it perfect. Actually, I think what we're going to do for the rears is, what size was that? 20. We'll do 20 set offset for the front. And we'll do, my brain's saying 30, but my heart's saying 25. No, let's do 30 for the rear. Alright, so we're going to get 4, 21, 21, 275, 55, good. And now we're going to go to wheels. I'm debating whether or not to put the Ram style wheels on it, which are these ones right here, Rim 278. They might be a little heavy. But that's okay. We'll go 2, 21. I'm going to go 30 for the rear. And we're going to go 20 for the, is it 20 or 25? 20. We're going to go 20 for the fronts. 2, and that's the ET. 21. 20. Good. Alright, now we gotta go paint them. First, let's sell all the stuff that we ain't gonna be using. Like this. It can go. This can go. This can go. Oh wait, that's some good parts there. Maybe we'll go throw some of that in the storage. Alright, let's see. Is it this one? No, is it this one? Yep. Alright. All used parts go in this category, except for body panels. They don't go in there. They go into, oh wait, maybe I'll put some wheels in here. Uh-oh, I'm missing wheels. I have more wheels now for the Sport SVR. Must have been mistaken there, man. And body panels go into this one. Alright, and I think we got only the, well, no, we got that too. So it would be a skip. Alright, let's see, we'll bring this up here. No, this one. Yeah, we can put that in here. Should sell it, make a crap ton of money, but can't be bothered. Alright. Now let's see. We need one of them. Need one of them. This is normally always the same. Front drive axle D. This one I'm not sure. It's probably A. And I need the spindle. That's the leaf spring rear. This is just a plain old standard transfer case. Good, good, good. Alright, I'm going to run on over here. I really think this looks nice now in here. There's a little bit of contrast to it, you know what I mean? Alright, now, let's jump on into the parts category. I'm going to go here, 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 and transfer case 4 by front drive axle D, front drive axle A, like I figured it was. And we need these. Front steering knuckle C, we need 2 of them. What about the crosspin bar? C. Huh, see what we're doing here? And then now we're going to go to rear axle knuckle housing C, because we have disc brakes on the rear. And then we're going to come up here, we're going to get the outer tie rod, U-spring axle, 4 U-bolts, 2 plates, 2 leaf springs, front sway bar B, 2 wheel hubs, 2 inner tie rods, 2 rear shock Bs, and we're going to get 4 little bushings. We're going to get 12 bigger bushings. We got those. Now we need 2 solid drive axles. We need a steering rack, front sway bar and link bay. We need 2 upper control arms, 2 wheel hubs, bearings, and we need 2 wheel hubs, number 3. Come over here, we need 4 brake calipers, 4 brake caliper cylinders, 4 brake pads. Now you all see this, brake servo, we have it, we bought it. Now we're going to come into here, we're going to get the clutch release bearing, the drive shaft. And what was our front drive shaft? E. And now we need the transfer case 4x4, which I think I have one kicking around somewhere, I just don't know where. Alright, now we're going to come over here, get the 4 brake rotors. Good, good. Alright, now let's paint some stuff. I have an idea here, just bear with me here for a minute, folks. Okay, that works. Now I need this one. Click over here. Now we're going to bring this one up, this one all the way back. This down. Wrong one. This one. Bear with me here, folks. I'm going to bring this one all the way up. What do we got? Not what I'm looking for. So this one's got to go down. This one's got to go up. Right about so. Come over to here. I'll raise the brightness up just a bit. Now it's going to turn it gray. I don't want gray. Well, let's bring this back down just a bit. I don't want no gloss. We do not want gloss. No. Thinking something like so. Good. Now, what does this look like on here? Yeah, it's pretty close to what I'm actually looking for. And now me calipers. You gotta get those Brembos. Brembo brakes are always good. Alright, I'm gonna get all these painted up. Look at that. They're already all painted. That's what the doctor ordered. Alrighty. I've got a few more parts to do. Just a few. Good. What we're doing is we're coating all this stuff, you know, so it doesn't rust. That's all we're doing. Shouldn't have got rid of that other red off the page. Maybe further along. Oh, why do I keep hitting that dang button? I don't know why. Good. Good. Now, in theory, this should reflect quite nicely. If you know what I mean. It should look pretty good. Now, does that look chrome? No, it actually looks silvery, like aluminum. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. Why did I do that? I should have just went and sprayed it black. And then I still got to make a chrome for it. See? That's the color that the wheels were on the Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. Which I think, personally, I think it was a nice color, actually. But I had the wrong cross color with it. The wrong multicolor. And if I'm thinking correctly, now I'm going to go into here, the hood, good. I'm thinking, no, yeah, well, kind of like this color, but eh. I'm not doing it like a matte finish, something like a satin. Maybe we might do aluminum. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. We're going to have to figure that one out. We really are. I want it to look good. Oh, kicking everyone's ass. You know what I mean? The expression goes, kicking ass and taking names. That really is a nice color. I mean, you can always do it this color. Paint the body that color. I think it'll look really sharp. I think that's what we're going to do. Joys of emptying out my inventory, clearing out all the spare parts. Because then, look, it's only 5 pages of parts I got to deal with. Instead of 15, 20, like I've had to do many other times. And that's why now I do the motors and the parts separately. I don't do them together at the same time anymore. You're going to be that because the transmission is going to be that aluminum color. And then these are also going to be the aluminum color. Which they do not look like the aluminum. Alrighty. Well, alright, here, let's get this truck ripped apart and built up, huh? Yep. Oh, yeah. What? How rude. It's not quite chrome, but shiny enough to beat it. I'm seeing another vision. Blue. For the body. I seize the vision. I seize the vision. Dang, what the hell happened here? Huh, I wonder why the motor didn't want to start. Your guess is as good as mine, guys, why I didn't want to start. I mean, look, it's a cream puff. Alright, let's put this up, way up in the air. Gee, do we gotta drain the oil in it? I don't think so, not today, man. There we go. Ooh. Ah, first bolt, that's never a good sign. 3 out of 4 on the rear, wow. And then 1 out of 4 on the front. So we're 50-50 on bolts. Man, we got that going for us right now. And I'll end up putting this into the description when we're done that we, built a vehicle. Built vehicle number 7. Number 7, man. But we're going to pause it right here for a minute. I'll go to get me a coffee. And I believe I got to put the dog out. Because he's sitting here looking at me. Without whining. I don't understand how that does that. But he's magical. So, do not go nowhere. If you haven't already, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Thank you everybody who stuck around. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to run over to this side, lower this back down, yank this motor out of here. And so we don't accumulate stuff in our inventory, we're going to go put this right back in here where it goes. And to be honest, I think we're going to also, no, it's not that one. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. No, it's not that one either. No, it's not. What the heck? Oh, it's in this one. Okay. Duh. One day I'll remember. Don't worry. I'll put all my stuff in here that we don't need at the moment because I already got new. Now we're going to finish stripping the truck apart. Let's start by the hood, the door. Ooh, we've got a tailgate. I think that's repairable. Dang, it is too. Both the driver's side doors. I don't think that bumper is going to be repairable. No. But we've got all the doors, the hood, the one mirror, the tailgate. That's a big one because normally tailgates are either non-existent or they're just not repairable. They're just too far gone. This one's actually not too bad. I was impressed. No, we don't need that. No. I'm going to put this up in the air. Now the teardown. Starts with a caliper. After we spray it. Good. The breaker pad. I think maybe after this one, we're going to build the next one. Good. Now we're going to take off the rear knuckle C. Take out these U-bolts, man. We don't need them. We got all new. All shiny new. Alright, now we're going to take out the leaf spring plate right there. Good. Take out the little bushing. Good, good, good. Take out the bigger bushing. Good. Now we're going to take off the leaf spring itself. Slide our way over here to the driver's side. Get off this rear tire. After we spray a couple lug nuts, of course. See? Good. Now we're going to take off the shock. The U-bolt. The other U-bolt. The plate. And I have it, my jack here, that you guys can't see. It's holding that up right now. And we're going to get off the little bushing here. After, of course, you know, we've got to give it a spray. Got to give it a good spray down. Good. Get the leaf spring out of the way. Get the caliper off next. Good. Breaker pad. Rotor. Solid drive axle. You are next on the list. Backing plate. Rear knuckle C. Now the differential. Good. Now let's work our way around here to the front. I'm going to start off on the driver's side. So I get my lug nuts off and then take the wheel off. Take out the center drive axle A. Wheel bearing, you're next. Goodbye. The brake caliper. The pad. The rotor. The wheel hub. You are next. Now the upper control arm. The sway bar and link B, after we sprayed, of course. Good. Now we're going to do the outer tie rod, the inter tie rod, and I think now we can remove the lower control arm after we bust the ball joint free. Dunk. And spray that other lower control arm to frame bolt. Now we're going to slide on over here to the passenger side. Take off the front drive axle A. The wheel bearing, you are next. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Now the caliper, the brake pad, the rotor, the wheel hub, man. Now we're going to take out the backing plate, the upper control arm, the shock coil spring assembly with the stuck rusty bolt. I'm going to take off the sway bar end link B. Outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Now I'm going to take the lower control arm off. Got to bust the ball joint free first. Good, good. For the other control arm to frame bolt. Steering knuckle, you are gone. Now we're going to take off this, which is front drive axle D. I'm going to take out steering rack, the sway bar B. Good. Now we're going to start with the bigger bushings. So I think it's just a regular air box, I think. I'm looking up here above us and I see something. Good. Cross member, you can go too. Alright, I think we're stripped under. Let's jump back over here to this side. Drop it down. It's just a regular old air box. Good, good, good. Now it's the ABS pump. Now the fuses and relays. We got 1B, 1C, 3 A's, 2 B's, and a C. There we go. We got these fuses out of the way, so we can eventually remove the fuse box, which is right now. Now it looks like this truck is completely stripped. So let's come on over here. Let's grab our handy dandy little welder. Let's bring it over here, and let's spend $1,500 worth of my own materials, and good, good, good. All right, now let's go fix the panels that we have, and then put them on the truck. So then we know what to purchase, right? Kind of almost makes sense now, doesn't it? Ooh, see, I told you. I told you. Me and tailgates, we just don't get along. Good. Good, good, good. All right, now, what parts do we have? We have the left rear door, we have a hood, we have the front right door, and we have the front left door, and the right side mirror. Okay, so let's put the door on. Let's put the mirror on. Good. Let's put the front left door, the front rear left door. Wow, speaking issues today much. And then we got the hood. Good, good, good. All right, now what do we need? We need the passenger rear door. We need both box sides. We need both bumpers. I thought we had a bumper. I know we had the front one, but I think it was too far gone. Didn't get fixed. No. Okay. Minor detail. Minor details. We're already in here. Okay, so we need the front bumper. We need the glass. We need both fenders. We need the front or the rear right door. We had the left. We need the left mirror. And this right rear door, box side, rear window, headlight. We already got the mirror. We need tail light, trunk now, thanks to my screw up, and now the windshield. So let's start with the bumper, the fender, and the mirror. Work our way over to the passenger side. Put the front fender on. Let's put this back. Let's put this back up out of the way. It doesn't need to be here no more. Work our way around to the back. Let's put the passenger rear door on. The right box side. Good. Let's put that piece of glass in. Let's put the old tailgate on. Put the rear bumper. Put the driver's side box side on. Good. Put the tail light in. Good. Put the passenger side tail light in. Good. Oh yeah, we need plates for this too. Huh. Oh, wrong one. It's this one. Alright, let's see. How are we going to work this? Let's go T. R. Where are you? R. K. S. S. Oh wait, we're going to go this way. It's a little easier to get to the higher letters. U. V. There we go. Now we're going to go 0. 7. Good. And since we're going to be... well, may as well wait. Good, there we go. I'll put this glass in. This glass in. Put the windshield in. Put the headlights in. Good. The front license plate. The driver's side headlight. I'm going to put in the driver's side glass. Now this body should technically be at 100. Yeah, it is right there, man. Alright, now we're going to back out of here and we're going to move this over to the paint shop. We're going to give her a good coat of primer. Make it all level, make it all one color. It actually looks pretty decent in itself right there. But that's not what we're going for. I was saying blue, okay? That's what I was feeling. I think I still am. So we're going to go saturation. Go 100 for now. That's not bad. We're going to slide this down till we get to the blue. Somewhere right about there. Back this up. I'm going to put a clear on it. And then we're going to move this up, this back some. Bring this down, slide this up just a bit, probably run it around 50. It's looking pretty darn good. We ain't got no decals or vinyl for it. Yeah, kind of liked it the way it was though. So actually we'll run this bolt at 50. And then we'll lower the brightness back down. Something like so. That looks good. And there's our color. Something a little bit different. Something you really don't see on a Dodge Ram is this color blue. Pretty close, but not quite. We'll run over here. Let's grab our window tint and bring it over. And now let's tint the heck right out of it. Do all with that one, and we'll do the windshield different color one there. Perfecto. Alright, now we're going to put this up in the air. And now is the tricky part. Now why do I say it's a tricky part? Because now we need engines. Alright, let's see. 392 head, or exhaust manifold, 392 head, head cover, engine block, engine cover 345, ignition coils of the Hemi 392, which means take 16 spark plugs, because each one of those coils will accommodate for 2 spark plugs. We need Hemi piston rings, oil pan V8 Hemi 392. The rear muffler always gets me though, because there's 2 different styles, and I always get the wrong one. Just looking through here, Ram 3500B, I don't think so. I've already got my rims already all set up. And then we need valve push rod V8 OHV, timing cover for the 345, throttle V6B, water pump for the 345. Alright, let's order some engine parts. Now I remember taking this out. We'll get another one of them to put back in place. Yep. I can't remember if we need a... Did it say we need a belt tensioner? Anybody notice? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it did, man. Alright, now we need the cam gear V8 OHV. I believe that's the one that we need. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. Good. And because the camshaft sits in the center of the block and it's got cam bearings, we don't need to worry about the cam caps. We're good in that way. Now, what kind of coolant does it need? Reservoir B. Alright, we also need 4 of these. One of those. We need the crankshaft for the Hemi. Right there. And now we need 3 of these. Now, what kind of crankshaft pulley was it? Anybody happen to notice? V8 OHV. Okay, so it's this one. Good. Now we need the Hemi 345 block. We need the cover for the Hemi. Because, remember, okay, now remember this. You can't run the vehicle without the engine cover down the drag strip, but you can run it without the steering wheel. I can't make this shit up, man. Alright, where's this 392 Hemi stuff? I think I passed it. No, I did not. It is right there. I see you trying to hide on me. And then the other one is right there. We ain't gonna get exhaust from here. No. Can't do that. We need a few of these. Let's grab 5 of those, 5 of these. Should be pretty good. I wish we could swap it and put in the Hellcat motor into this. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But, due to unforeseen circumstances, not allowed. I guess they don't want the shit to be fast. I don't know why. Oil pan Hemi 392. And now we need the Hemi V8 Hemi piston rings. And now we need the radiator A, power steering reservoir. Is it a single or dual fan? Anybody happen to see that at all? That's a dual fan setup. Then we need radiator fan housing B, radiator fan housing B, fan 1, fan 2. Hey, look, it's fan 1, fan 2. And I think it's going to have a set of rockers in it. Probably the 392 rockers, right? If I had to guess, yes, I'm good. I remembered. Alright, I got 2 of them, 8 of these. Good. Next page, 345 Hemi belt is right over here. Now, timing chain, I believe it is a V8 OHV, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. They got the small block Chevy timing chain. I didn't write the programming, is all I'm going to say. I didn't write it. And now we need the 345 V8 Hemi timing cover. And then the V8 OHV F push rods. We need 16 of these bad boys. And now we need the water pump for it. Right here. Water pump pulley. And then we need the windshield washer fluid or reservoir. Good. Now we go down to my favorite section of the parts catalog. And that's to make it go vroom vroom. Hemi camshaft. Yeah, I have built a few of these before, but I don't remember. Like, there's only certain motors for some reason I can remember, like the LS. I can remember the small block Chevy. I can remember the supercharged V8OHV. I can remember all the V8OHVs. But there's just certain motors that I don't build on a regular basis, so I don't really remember them all that well. Now, before I just throw 10 grand out the window, it is Type A, okay. Which, don't get me wrong, I have done it before. Yeah, we're gonna get this one right here. This one right here looks good. Get it, and it's like, ah, shite. I screwed up, man. I had to screw up. I spent 10 grand on a standalone ECU, and it didn't work. It was the wrong one. Alright, 392 Hemi, where are you? Right there. Now, I believe we need the 345 Hemi. Or is it 392? Is it 392 exhaust manifolds? Yeah, it is. Almost screwed up again. Alright, now we're coming to cruising along here. It's a process, you know, that's what I mean. It takes me a minute to, build a motor. I'm good, but I ain't that good. Now, it's probably got Hemi fuel, 392 fuel rails in it, doesn't it? Nope, fuel rail DI. Good, good, good. We know what they are. Now we need Hemi 392 Hemi coils. I already saw those. 8 of them, 2 per cylinder. And then we need an intake manifold. Where's my intake manifold? Right up here. This one and the V8 Hemi 6.1 actually look similar. And actually more similar to the 392. So is this is this the base of a 392 before it's been upgraded to curious. Very, very curious. Might have to do some investigative reporting on that. Or is it a 340 Hemi? Now, what's the power steering pump on this? Anybody happen to notice? I4B. Okay. Now we need 16 of these. Good. And now V6B is what I saw. Good, good, good. And now the front exhaust pipe is what, the 345 or is it the Hemi? Has that thing got a Hemi in her, man? Front exhaust section V8 Hemi 345. Okay, I think it's a wide pipe actually. If I had to guess. Yeah, right there, front exhaust section V8 Hemi 345. Good. Alright, now we need the middle section for the same. But IU, right there. Single exhaust. Sucks. And now this is the one that always gets me into trouble. Because if you notice, there's 2 of them. I'll get one of them for the 3500 and I'll get the other one for the 1500, and it's always the opposite. And instead of me selling the one that I have, I keep it. And then when I buy both of them, I end up putting the wrong one, or trying to put the wrong one on first. But I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say it is the $800 one. Just a hunch. Which I'm wrong. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Now I have it. We's good. I mean, that would be pretty sweet if they had duals at the back like that, wouldn't it? I think that'd look amazing. And that would be it for there. Come over here, we'll get this, we'll get this, we'll get this, and then we'll go to electronics. We'll get this one, and then we'll get this. Definitely need that. And then we need, we'll get about 5 of these, we'll get 5 of these. It only has 1 of them. I think it's got 3 of these. We'll get 4 of those. Didn't forget the starter this time. Alright, now has this got its own gear? Yes, it does. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it have its own gearbox? Alright. we're gonna go paint these up before you know, we're gonna scrap the rest of these parts that are no bueno in here. Clear up a little bit of space. Look at that, we dropped it down to only 9 pages of parts. Since it's a nice color, that is a very nice color blue. I like that blue too. Dang it, I like them all. But the motor is more or less going to be going black and that silver. I'll try to do the covers and stuff, the blue. The fuse box I'll do blue. I don't think I can actually paint the cover for it, to be honest. I'll do a look right here and we'll see on how this block turned out. Oh, I can. Yeah, see, it just, you can see it, but you can't. You gotta look in the right light for it. It just doesn't look right, so we'll go with the black on the block. And then we'll go here. Okay. Okay, I can dig it. That's nice. I like it. I like it. And then here we will do the cylinder heads black. That's all more or less this is trial and error. Does it look good? Do you think it looks good? Do you hope it looks good? It kind of looks factory OG style, doesn't it? Can't have that. I can't remember if I can paint the coils for this thing or not. Can I? Can I? I can. Okay, maybe we'll be mixing it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Got all that done. Fuel rail. Alright, we'll do this. Because we're going to leave the intake chrome. Okay? That's what we're going to do. I have a vision, and we're going to see it through. I just hope it looks good. Hey, look at that. I never noticed. The blue I did the truck and don't same color as the floor. Huh. That's what you call a squirrel moment. Nah, we're going to go black. This can go to blue. The blue. And then this one right here can go blue. Good. And then the gearbox can go silver. Like so. Look good blue, but yeah, we're going to do it silver. And then we can finish doing the coils. Since you do them, they're just going to turn out white if you do it in the silver. And, you know, this is what it looks like when it's done, you know. As I've already done that one. Don't mind me, I'm just having a sip of my coffee. Alright. Sometimes it's nice and they keep recirculating and keep putting the non-painted ones up front, but like that, doesn't always happen like that. Good. We got them all? Yeah, we do, man. Alright, now we're cooking with gas, man. I really don't think that greeny color would have worked well for me. Gonna put an aluminum pan on it, you know, to kind of help dissipate heat. Alright, where's that front this? Yeah, but the problem is the rear diff is that color. So actually, I think what I might do... Oh, I has an idea. I has an idea. I have seen the light. There we go. Completely different than my norm. What do you... When you're probably asking, what do you mean? Normally, I do the front drive axle D and the cross member the same color. Because I got the rear diff and it's four-wheel drive, I gotta do them the same color. But makes it a little bit more difficult because now it's a little harder to see the front diff. And I just changed that spectrum up a little bit. And with the aluminum color on the upper and lower control arms, it'll also go with the blue. So pretty styling right now. Pretty styling, I'd have to say. How's this? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to check and see where the starter mounts. Okay, mounts reverse. Okay, I think we can do that. Good. Now we got the throttle body. Ooh, we even get to paint the water pump on this one. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more blue under the hood. Make it a three-color job. Actually, technically, right now it'd be four colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Plus the red springs makes 4. The shiny block covers, which makes 2 different style blacks. Dang, that blue really looks good on that, doesn't it? I think it looks better than silver. Yeah, what the hell, why not? I'm really throwing myself for a loop today. There we go. I believe that would be all the parts that we actually have left to paint. Yeah. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about right there. Now we're going to go get this set up. We're not building the motor quite yet, but we will be getting it set up. We're going to at least get the block and the crank. Wait, where are we going here? We're going to at least get the block and the crank. I don't know why they have this in here anymore. That's what the Ram 1500 Yellow Sport originally was built with when they first put it into the game, see? But then, I don't know what changed their mind, what changed their opinions, because they didn't have to make this truck four-wheel drive, okay? They could have left it two-wheel because they still got the 3500 in here that was four-wheel. You see what I mean? Kind of like how the Ford F-350's got the standard and then the two-wheel drive. They could have did the same thing with even do it that way for the 1500 Yellow Sport. But if you all go back a while ago, I made a video about that. And I was a little bit ticked because I had to go and redo all my suspension on my truck. Because, well, the game, yes, they went and replaced all the parts. They didn't paint nothing. So I had to take it all apart, paint it all back up again, try to find the color that we did. because it wasn't the same as the body. The body was black, the wheels were yellow, my suspension components were yellow. Yeah, it was just a shit show. Then I had to rebuild the motor. I can't remember, but I know they also robbed my motor out of my truck, and they put in just a stock one. I'm pretty sure. Like, it was fully built, man. The truck was fully done. And they went and screwed around with their programming, and, well, next thing you know, now I'm having to redo my truck. I was a little ticked off about that. But I'm addicted to the game, and I can't help it. That's what I like to do. So, yeah. That's where I'm at right now, you know. But now, we got 2 Dodge 4x4s. Don't know what for. Only need one. This one I'm building should be in race mode. You know, let me build a 1300 horsepower motor for it. You know, that would then really boot scoot some boogies down the drag strip, you know what I mean? But no, the most we can build is like an 800 horsepower motor, I think. What really irks me though is you can't engine swap nothing. You can't. There's only certain engines you can add superchargers or turbos to. Turbos, the really slacked off sacred model. Because well, you can build them for most 4-cylinders, and you can engine swap most 4-cylinder cars to the turbo engine. It's bigger V8s, isn't it? Sorry about that, I had to cough. These bigger V8s, it's for some reason a little bit harder, I guess, to script it in or something. I don't know. But all in all, you know, I really, really enjoy this game. I really do. It's fun to work on in the middle of winter when you can't get outside to get your projects done. There's under 3 feet of snow. And that's on a slow wintry day. Alright, I'm gonna put the cylinder head on. Cylinder head by V8 Hemi 392. Now we're gonna put in these lovely spark plugs. We got one. I guess that would make sense why they would need the 392 Hemi cover or head cover, because we're using the 392 heads. But isn't there? I just want to check something here. I thought there. Yeah, we had to use the 392 Hemi or the rockers. Yeah, I'm thinking something else. My bad. My bad. Last spark plug for this side. A little tricky to get to. Now we're going to put the push rods in. 8 of them on this side. 8 of them on the other side. I had no intentions on building the motor. We ended up building the motor. Huh! Who would have ever thunk? One of these days I'm just going to build every single motor in a stream. No cars, just engines. Would we all be down with something like that? I mean, not painting them or nothing, just building them raw. Building them all high performance. Building a whole warehouse full of engines. Build one of each engine type. Hey, that didn't look like that. No. That didn't look like that when we sprayed them. Did they? Got that nice shininess to it. Kind of like what that is out there. Huh. I think somebody bamboozled me. That would be my guess. Maybe I bamboozled myself. I don't know. Would that surprise me? Not in the slightest. Why am I putting push rods in? You do not need to put the push rods in. Not yet. You have to put the spark plugs in first, then the push rods, then the rockers, then the head cover, then the coils that are not the color they were supposed to be. They changed it on me. Because if you remember, mine were a little bit darker, and well, they're shiny. Don't get it wrong, they are shiny, but mine were a little bit darker than that. Now, what else did they screw around on? I thought so. You son of a... I'm trying not to lose my cool here. There, that's the color it's supposed to be right there. Huh. Completely different color. Now, if I was building a show car or a truck for a show, I'd be ticked. I would be pissed off right now. Because that will cost you best in show. A simple screw up like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still looks fine together, but at the same time, it don't look fine together, you know what I mean? Look at that. That looks good. That looks good. Actually, kind of all blends and matches together. Interesting. Interesting, I say. Alright, now we're going to work on the front side of the motor here. We're going to start off the cam gear. Now the timing chain. Timing cover. Good. Water pump. Now we're going to put on the water pump pulley. Now we're going to put on the alternator. And they also need an engine run stand in here too. So I don't gotta always put the motor in the vehicle to test it and tune it. I like to tune on the engine stand and then put it in the truck and tune it on the chassis dyno. But they don't have that here. Although it'd be kind of cool with an engine dyno. Tune it up before it even gets in the truck, you know what I mean? But then there'd be fine tweaking and stuff after because, well, there'd be a lot more load on it at that point once it goes into the truck. And guess what, ladies and gents? I believe our engine is built. Now we can focus our attention onto the truck. Onto the truck. Yep. Alright, let's put the fuel tank in. Put the fuel pump. Good. Put this exhaust pipe in since it goes over the truck. No, it goes under. I thought it went over. Looked like it went over. What the heck? Good. Now that's on. Now we're going to put on the leaf spring. Spring plate. A U-bolt. Not a U-boat. A U-bolt. Good. And now we're going to put on the shock. Even though I should stick in the little bushings. But that's fine. They ain't going nowhere. They'll still be there when we're done. Alright, let's put on a rear little bushing. You know, from this angle, it looks like it's like basically right on top of the exhaust manifold. or exhaust pipe there. So I was like, oh, is that gonna get too hot? But then when you look down like this, there's lots of airspace. Lots of airspace. Now, I probably put the fronts together first, didn't I? Or the rears together first for the wheels, didn't I? I'd almost guarantee that I did that. Why? Because I make simple screw-up mistakes like that. Alright, wheel time. No, I did it right. Good, good, good. Alright, now how badly do these stick out? Barely. Barely. That actually looks good on there. Good, good, good. I'm going to jump on over here to the other side. I'll repeat basically the same process, you know, except for this time we're going to put shock on first. Shock on, man. And now we're going to put the leaf spring. And we're going to enhance out just a bit. Perfect. We're going to put on a little bushing at the rear. Now we're going to do the front little bushing. Good. Got to tighten it in, of course. You know. It might pop out when you're driving, and then the lines your race right then and there. You want to be able to finish the black flag here. Alright, now we put on the leaf spring plate. Good. Now we put on a U-bolt. Even better. Put on the other U-bolt. Looking amazing. Rear steering knuckle seat. Rear axle knuckle housing C. I was almost there. Front the solid drive axle. Now the rotor. The pad. And the caliper. If we can get to it. Now let's put this last and final piece for the suspension on. The wheel. Hey, do you know what the wheel goes round and round? I mean, that's actually looking pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Glad I chose that blue instead of the silver. You know what I mean? Sometimes it always doesn't always work out in our favor. But I mean, it is what it is. Alright, now we work our way to the front. Gonna start by putting the cross member in. Good. Now we put in the bigger bushings. There. Got another bigger bushing. Good. And just as a nothing to do with Car Mechanic Simulator here. This week there will be another video where I go from the land of Ark Survival Ascended back to Los Santos. Because what had happened, you know, is I played it out. I might have put a few extra video clips in there than what I should have. But it was supposed to be where I get abducted by aliens and then I get transferred to a new world, we could say. Somewhere I've never been before. And while I might have put a few extra clips in it, the last 15 minutes of the videos where I'm in Ark and I get abducted and stuff like that. So, yeah. It only took me like 2 weeks to make the video. But this one should be easy because, well, but I do want to get back before Halloween's over. Hopefully. If we could find a way back, if they'll let us go back. Which I hope they will. No, I never got booted out of GTA or nothing like that. Don't worry about that. But, no, this video won't take me as long to make. Alright, now we're going to jump on over here to the passenger side. Put the inner tie rod in. Steering knuckle C. They have to, I guess, notify you that it's the front steering. You know, 'cause I never knew Dodge Rams 1500s had quad steer. They may. I just never known them to have it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it took me a while to make that video. Because every time I was streaming and I'd see an alien craft, I'd hit record and start recording it and stuff like that. So, and then there was times when I wasn't recording and I was on there and or streaming or nothing like that. So, you know, I was doing it on and off camera. So, yeah, it took me a long time to get it done actually. But I got to learn how to join the video, like the clips together better. Because this goes from blip blip, blip blip. I got to try to figure out more of the software that I'm using. The share play or whatever it is. I don't know. I need to work with it a little bit more. Oh yeah. I'm actually digging that. Those rims actually do look good on that truck. Cool. You drop this down, put stuff in under the hood now. And then we can go get the motor, drop that in, fill her up with fluids, put the gearbox in, well, transmission, transfer case in, and then run her on the dyno. You know what I mean? I think y'all do. Alright, now I'm going to get these last two clip A's. And then next is going to be the fuse box, which is right here. Good. We got to put in a couple A's, couple B's, and 3 C's, I think. Yeah, I was supposed to do the throttle body on my 91 today, but the only problem with that is it's a little too chilly out there to be working with gas today. I don't feel like freezing my hands. It's supposed to be about 3 times as warm tomorrow, so I'll do it tomorrow. I change the fuel pressure regulator, which is in the throttle body itself. And while I'm in there, I got a complete gasket kit for it, so I may as well change everything. I don't think it's leaking, but better to be safe than sorry. Because I have ran that truck very hard and put away wet numerous times. So I at least owe it that. I mean, my 91, it owes me absolutely jack shit. Like, I owe it, not it owes me. But in its defense, I should have changed that fuel pressure regulator years ago. When it first started giving me issues. But I didn't. I was like, hey, it's a daily driver. You know, I don't really got the time to take it off the road. And then, you know, I got my dad's 2013 when he passed away, and I was like, well, you know, I can just wait a little bit longer. You know, it's not a dire need. You know, the truck ain't going nowhere. It's going to sit in the yard. And, well, I have a feeling I'm getting that infamous AFM problem with it. The active fuel management issue with the camshaft and lifters. So I got to get my 91 back up and drivable so I can drive the little one to school in the morning. Because I definitely ain't got the money to fix that right now. Huh? What did I do? Son of a bitch! No, I clicked on 4x4. Didn't I? It's the same motor. Oh, son of a... He's gonna take it all back apart and rebuild it again. Yeah. Oh, well, at least we got skills on how to do it. Oh my gosh. Folks, this is why you never build engines tired. Son of a... Son... Now, yes, I know I can't pull this out until I get the heads off, but I want to get this all released so I can just take it all off in one shot. I don't know how this stuff doesn't fall at the bottom, but it doesn't. It holds in place. Must be that crazy glue or sticky glue or something. I don't know. Yeah, I made that mistake. Kind of a little bit ticked at myself right now. How did I not spot? Well, like I said, it's the same motor. It's no different. It's the exact same parts. I don't know why they're just not going to let me slide and drop it in. Maybe it produces more power. I don't know. But I don't know what else takes the 345 Hemi. As far as I know, it's just the two trucks. Which, in all fairness, they do have diesels in this game. They should have made the Ram 3500 a diesel. Or something with a diesel option. Alright, let's flip you around. Start at the top, work our way down now. Alright, so this is how you build and disassemble an engine. The title of the frickin' stream. How do you build and unbuild an engine in a matter of an hour? Well, you build the wrong engine to start with, right? Yeah, I can't believe I did that. Alright, so this time we're going to choose it correctly. Yep. I guess I'm going to take this off. Since I can't pull the heads off until I take this off, and I can't take the pistons out until I pull the heads off, and I can't take the crankshaft out until I pull the pistons out, which I can't do until I take the heads off, which I can't do while the spark plugs are in, push rods, rockers, intake, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Yep. Now the heads. Now the piston rings. And fuel filter, you gotta come off too. You can't sit there no more. Alright, yeah. Alright, let's pull this oil filter off. Everything I just did, I gotta undo. Wow, your stream is like so long. How'd you get it to be so long? Build an engine wrong. What? Oh. They got the Ultiminator on it. Got another one. Got an Adler Poulier this time. And the power steering reservoir. I4B. Now we take the timing cover off. Huh? What am I missing? Is this... No. Okay. Okay. Yep. So we got that going for us today. I wonder if I can pull the camshaft out. I can. And surprisingly enough, we never lost no valve train. That takes skill to do that, my friends. It takes good skill. Or just dumb luck, as my daughter puts it. Yeah. Since when the hell are you that precise? Like, the sad part is you can't even do a compression test on this motor if that cover is not on it. Like, don't most people take them off when they start doing work on an engine? Alright, I think we're done the teardown phase. Well, I forget these last two piston rings out. And we yank this crankshaft out of here. Boop. And now we take the block off. Good. No, I don't want that. I want this. You all see this, right? V8 Hemi, 345, 4x4, 395 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. What the hell's the difference? One's got a transfer case, one doesn't. It's the only difference. But now we have it. It is on the engine stand. I'm going to step away for a minute. When I come back, we're going to finish assembling this engine. We're going to put this engine in the truck, put it on the dyno, get it all lined out, and we are going to beat this truck like a rented mule. So when I get back, the show will begin. So don't go nowhere. Alright, I am back. It is now time to build the motor for the Dodge Ram Yellow Sport, the 345 Hemi. 4x4 this time. I can't believe I made that mistake. But again, you know, putting all the crank caps in. I'm going to put the piston rings back in. I still don't know what the difference is between the two motors. Besides one has a transfer case. Maybe it's got a different RPM level, I don't know. But I am going to have to go into my settings and change it from auto to manual. I'm going to make this motor scream, and it's going to scream to release it. A little harder to do burnouts when you're in an automatic in here. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, because it is four-wheel drive, so I'm not sure. I mean, the truck is ready to go. Just needs a motor and driveline. Yep. So, for those of y'all that are watching, if you haven't already, smash that like button. If y'all like watching me screw up. Because I do that quite regularly. Alright, now we come up here, put this on. Alright, put the oil filter back in. Put the camshaft back in. Now we're going to flip the motor around. Scratch our eardrums in the process. Put the cylinder head on, cylinder head B, V8 Hemi, 392. We're going to put in the spark plugs in. Again. For the second time, for the last time, hopefully. Unless it tells me something different, which I hope it doesn't. There's a lot of spark plugs for this motor. I mean, there really is. Good. Push rod time, V8 OHVF. 8 of them per side, total of 16 in the motor. There's just as many spark plugs as there is push rods. Ironic, isn't it? This will enhance out just a bit. And we got a couple left for this side. Alright, this time I'm not going to put the cover on until after it's in the truck, and we got the oil in it, with all the fluids in there. I will put the fuel filter on though. Put the head cover on. Good. Coil pack, V8 392 Hemi. There we go. Put the exhaust manifold on. Good, good. Work our way around to the other side here. Put the other head on. Head A, V8 392 Hemi. With no bolts to hold the head down, which makes zero sense to me, but okay. Sure, whatever. I guess the bolts that attach the head cover to the head go into the block. That'd be my guess. Yeah, or somebody screwed up on design on R&D. And it wasn't me for that, I'll tell you that much. Alright, we're going to enhance in just a bit. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. And we're almost done with the motor for the second time. It's normally this truck that gets me every single frickin' time, too. There we go. Maybe it's the rocker arm bolts that attach the head to the block. I don't know. Because those head cover bolts do not move anywhere near long enough to go all the way through the block into the, or all the way through the head into the block. They just don't. All right, torque all these down. Work our way around to the front this time. Put the cam gear. Put the timing chain OHV-F on. Timing cover. Oh, it's such a nice blue. Put the water pump on. Good, good. Alright, now we're going to put the water pump on. Or water pump pulley, I should say. Water pump. Yeah, we're going to put the water pump on. Yeah. It's already been done, dumbass. And just so you know, I'm calling myself a dumbass. Nobody else. Which I feel entitled to have that name today. I built motors long enough in this that I should know better. Oh, nice chrome intake. Beautiful. And now we're going to put in the fuel rail DIs. Got another one there. And we're going to put in the throttle body V6B. And I believe our motor is built this time. Now, I think I have better luck when we spin it around. And there it is. The 392 or 345 Hemi V8 build. Alright, let's grab this thing off of here. Are you gonna go in the truck this time? Hey, look at that, we got something. Hey, we got the motor in the truck now. We got the right one this time. Put some windshield washer goop in it. That's what it honestly sounds like when it's coming out, is goop. Alright. Yeah, that'll be okay. Put some coolant in it. Gotta go through the system, so we'll leave a little bit extra in there. And let's put some power steering fluid in it, shall we? At least I got the gauge in the front. I'm able to see exactly without having to guesstimate. There we go. Put some breaker fluid in. Everything seems to be on one side of the motor. Is it just me? Everything's on the driver's side. Which I can appreciate that, because that's mostly is in the vehicle all the time to check everything. I wonder how much heavier the driver's side is versus the passenger side in this. I wonder what the weight balance is. Whoop. Wipe up my little mess there. Alright. Fluids are in. We're not done with it yet, but fluids are in. I mean, this could be a stout little drag truck, to be honest. I can't see it, but you never know. And you know, they gotta put me all the way back here. Now we gotta go all the way up here. Just put the dang transmission in. Which you gotta put in before you put the Y pipe in, because in theory you'd never get it in. Good. Now the transfer case. Good. Front drive axle. Front drive shaft E, I should say. We're going to enhance it just a bit. We're going to put the regular drive shaft in. All 8 bolts, holding it in place. Now we're going to put the Y pipe on. Good. Now this thing should be complete minus one factor. Oh, we got to do the interior too, but the only thing left should be the rear bench, 2 front seats, and the engine cover and the battery. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got her, man. We got her. Now, we're not sticking the rear bench in. We're not. It's a race truck. You don't put a rear bench in. But for the front seats, as you can see, they are right here. They got the yellow. It just doesn't look right. So, what we're going to actually be putting in there, I don't know if they're going to fit or not, but tough shit, we're going to make them fit. The Challenger Hellcat seats, along with, let's see, what's the 15, that's the 1500 steering wheel right there. Although it looks nice with the buttons on it. We are going to be using this one right here. Look at all them buttons. All them buttons to push on. Alright, now we're going to move this over to the test path. Pop this door. I guess we don't need to open it. Yeah, I guess so. That way we can get to the rear bolts on the seats. We're actually going to put the front seats in. Yay! Oh, wait. Oh, we might have some space. Oh yeah, we got space. Not much, but you know, it actually fits in here perfect. I might have to add, and it actually kind of goes with the plastic interior. It's got the same lines on, so it actually matches up pretty good. Now, let's hear this bad boy purr. Uh-oh. We forgot the battery. And the ECU, yeah. No, we got the ECU in here. Just the battery. Just the battery, man. Alright, now let's hear... I said close. Alright, now let's hear this thing purr. So we got a rev limiter of about 5,500 RPM. That sucks. We got a quarter tank of fuel. She's running pretty decent. The only problem is we got low oil pressure. Looks like the fuel gauge is going up. Alright, I ain't worried about the headlights. However, I do want to give it an alignment though, so it actually drives straight. Now, I purposely left that cover off for a reason. Okay. Now, of course, you know, we're going to come over on the Honda. It's already set up for 48. We're going to leave it there. Now we're going to give her a tune. This one? Yeah. And then, no, not that one. This one? Yep. Perfect. 16%. Now, I have no idea what the power numbers are supposed to... See? The following part is missing from the car. Engine cover V8 Hemi 345. You cannot run it on the dyno without the engine cover. Okay? Which I think is a crock of BS, but whatever. Thankfully, it looks good. It really does. Now, we're running on dyno. It's supposed to have 395 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 400 pound-feet of torque at 4,100 RPM. I wonder what we've increased it to. Let's check and see, shall we? Nice quiet little beast that it is. Alright, that's a very, very nice power curve. Torque curve seems to be pretty smooth too. Our horsepower numbers are now 749 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 740 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM, which is an increase of 355 horsepower, 90%, or 341 pound-feet of torque increased or about 86%. Our drag rating is an A at 408, which really sucks. And the only reason why our drag rating is an A is because we got slicks on it. That's the only reason why. Now, bear with me here for a minute, folks. We have to do something here. I got to go over here to gearbox. We're going to switch it to manual. Save it. I told you I'm going to beat on this truck. I'm going to make it my mule, we'll say. Huh. Alright, well I guess we're going to put it at car lift A for the minute, because the next one on the list is going to be the Jeep Wrangler, so we're going to get that all cleaned up. And we're going to get that put in the shop so I got an open spot out here. And then we're going to go beat on the truck. This Jeep's actually not bad shape. How bad's the motor? It's nasty. But I like nasty. I don't feel bad ripping it apart. Come on. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. What is that, like a dark cherry color? Oh, it's like a purpley. Ooh, fancy. Alright, now we move this one out here to car lift, or garage entrance A. That does look nice though, doesn't it? I would actually drive this. Not after what I'm about to do to it, but I would still drive it. Perfect place. Perfect place. Alright. Here's our Dodge Ram Yellow Sport. Oops. That was an oopsie. Oh, shit. I told you I was beating on this thing, didn't I? He doesn't like to do donuts. Likes to flip over lots. We're making a turn. Uh-oh. Huh. I won't even squeal the tires, man. I guess I gotta... Supposed to drive on two wheels. Interesting. Alright. Back to the garage we go. I kind of beat on it just a little bit. Flipped her on her side. I think that's the first time I've ever flipped the vehicle on its side here. In my honest opinion. I think so. Come close a few times. Took one to go see Thanos off the edge. Huh. What do you know? No scratches. Not even a scuff on the mirror. Alright. There we go with this one. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. This one will do a burnout. Hell, even this one. Is it all-wheel drive or is it only two-wheel? Two-wheel. So this will do a burnout. This actually will get about the same horsepower as this thing. What's the weight on this one? 5,400 pounds. Well, we'll round it up. We'll say 55. This one's full. Okay, well, no wonder why. Interesting. But alright, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Motor in this truck really got under my skin, as you can tell. But I'd like to thank everybody who's been watching. Been greatly appreciated. Very, very helpful. If you are new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Everybody who's watching, hit that like button, please. Be greatly appreciated. This is Andrew, and we will see you on the next video, or stream, which should be another one out tomorrow. Not necessarily this, but there should be another video out tonight, stream out tomorrow, plus another video out tomorrow. So pay attention, look for that, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye, everyone.